Hi, welcome to Reverend Insanity by Gu Jinren. Enjoy your episode. Chapter 214. Boom.
By Gu Mountain. Finally, I am here.
Staring at the bone-white mountain in front of him, Fang Yuan sighed. Bai Ning Bing was standing by his side, not saying a word. Their clothes were torn to shreds, and exhaustion was showing on both of their faces. They just barely escaped from being chased by an adamant chi boar family of 5. These swines were not ordinary animals, as each matured adamant chi boar was at least 100 beast king level. The family that was chasing them, Granddaddy was 1,000 beast king, Daddy and Mommy were both 100 beast kings, and even the young son and daughter had rank 1 Gu living on them. It had been 5 days since their attack on the grass skirt monkeys. After a long arduous journey, Bai Gu Mountain was finally visible from afar. The southern border had many mountains, so here, only those above 10,000 feet could qualify as mountains. This was the first time Bai Ning Bing ever saw Bai Gu Mountain. She could not keep her eyes off of it. Unlike Qingmao Mountain where the background was teeming with elevated terrains, Mount Baigu was like a lone general, looming over the flatlands. The peak pierced through the clouds, all in one shade of dead white. This white color was not the color of snow, but of bones. Baigu Mountain, as it was named, meant every single one of its rocks was made of bone, which people called bone rocks. The mountain was not quiet either, with its own particular flora and fauna while at the same time being home to many types of bone-path wild Gu bugs. As she looked around, Bai Ning Bing frowned. All tall mountains and long rivers were nexus of primeval essence convergence. A completely savage land, completely devoid of humans, the mountain must be teeming with wild beasts, Gu bugs and deadly plant life. Why would Fang Yuan insist on going to such a dangerous place? What was he plotting? Or rather, what was attracting him here? Fang Yuan flipped through his memories. Baigu Mountain was uninhabited now, but this situation would change completely in 10 years when a large village moved their clan here. The clan's name was Bai, the Bai family village. In the future, from Baigu Mountain, the Bai clan would expand out across thousands of miles and become the ruler of a massive territory. What Fang Yuan remembered the most though, was not the rise of the Bai village, because in this world, the power of individuals could absolutely overpower groups. Rather he was thinking of the Bai clan's twin siblings, Bai Sheng and Bai Hua. These two, at 18 of age, during their training, found a cave by accident. Here, inside, they found an inheritance. A righteous path, rank 4 Gu master's full legacy, whose name was not recorded, only their title nobleman flesh bones was left behind. Bai Sheng and Bai Hua benefited greatly from this inheritance and soon grew up to be the twin stars of the righteous path. Less than 100 years later, they both rose to rank 5 and took over the reign of the Bai village. The power of 2 rank 5 pushed the clans to a new height of strength.
Gu bugs in a complete inheritance would cover all 6 great aspects: attack, healing, defense, mobility, storage and investigation. After getting this inheritance, I will be able to hold my own, coming and going at will.
When Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing escaped from Qingmao Mountain, they were lacking in both ranks and Gu bugs. It was like a boat traveling in turbulent water, dangling by the cliff of the Black Mountain. Just a bit of bad luck could threaten their very lives. After many struggles, their fortune finally smiled. Killing the demonic path Gu master woman and taking her Gu bugs got them just enough to get by. However, they still had weaknesses, not only due to the lack of a healing Gu, but also because of their low ranks. Albeit Fang Yuan just advanced to middle stage, but so what? Green copper primeval essence was still green copper primeval essence. Currently he had to rely on his grade A aptitude and the heavenly primeval treasured lotus combined effect on recovery speed to keep up with the situation. Regardless, truthfully speaking, his contribution to the fight was negligible. If it was not for Bai Ning Bing, he would have died by the shore, probably eaten by crocodiles. His reaching here was entirely due to her, though it was always better to be able to rely on oneself.
If I can get the inheritance and mount by Gu, many of my problems would be easily resolved.
Fang Yuan thought. First, there was the jade bone Gu. With this Gu, he could rid himself of the weak bones of mortals, and move on with harder and tougher bones. Currently, his body could only carry 2 boar strengths. Once he had used the jade bone Gu, he could add another crocodile strength to it. Next one was a healing Gu. He remembered this inheritance had a truly famous rank 3 healing Gu called the flesh white bone. In his previous life, it was Bai Hua who received it, making her a famous healer later on in life. The last one, Fang Yuan held in highest regard, was the flesh bone union Gu. This Gu was nobleman flesh bone's unique creation. There was only one in the world. Its marvelous ability had attracted many looks of envy from the great powers in the southern border back in his previous life. If Gu bugs were to be separated into groups based on uses, one could divide most Gu in the world into 7 major categories: attack, defense, healing, investigation, storage, mobility and cultivation. Liquor bug, for flavored liquor bug, man-beast burial Gu, Sarira Gu, and heavenly primeval treasured lotus were all under cultivation category. The flesh-bone union Gu was also a mystical Gu under this category. Like the yin-yang body-swapping Gu, it was a pair of Gu, to be used on 2 people. It allowed 2 Gu masters to undergo mutual cultivation, linking their advancement, gaining more while doing less.
If I have the flesh-bone union Gu, with by Ning Bing's help, I can advance extremely quickly, even after I have reached rank 3. Its effect is even better than the liquor bug when used at low ranks. No matter what, I must have it.
Fang Yuan was looking at Bai Ning Bing through the corner of his eyes. She was not aware of his staring, still busy taking in the sight of Baigu Mountain. He laughed coldly, about to walk away when suddenly there were people flying at them.
Ha! Righteous Path Gu Masters?
Both Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing were taken aback. A total of 4 Gu masters were coming to them. Once within 100 steps, they dropped on the ground before approaching on foot. The group leader was an old Gu master. His breath showed he was a rank 3 while the other 2 were both rank 2. They wore matching clothes and their actions were in harmony and ready for actions.
How can we run into Righteous Path Gu Masters on this desolate mountain? Gu Masters and wild beasts are completely different. Though I am rank 3 peak stage, with the coarse blade golden centipede dulled and Fang Yuan being a burden, I might not be a match against these people. We're in trouble.
As the 4 Gu masters got closer, Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing both got very unhappy. Dusk. The sunset was blood red, and crows screeched as they flew back to their nests. Taiao Tian was walking among his team with a dead-cold expression. When they left Mount Qingmao, their team had 8 people, all elite members of the clan. Now there were only 3 of them left. Thinking of all the sacrifices made along the way, Taiao Tian could feel his heart bleeding. They have lost so much. Far beyond his expectations, and not because their ranks were too low but rather because their luck was simply too bad. After discovering Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing's tracks, the Tai clan team followed them along the Huanglong River. The water flowed rapidly, washing away most evidence, making it significantly more difficult to keep track on anyone. Even with the help of investigation Gu bugs, his team still lost track of Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing. It took them a while to realize the 2 must have gotten on shore. A little more for them to start sailing against current to make it back, and a lot more to finally find what was left of the raft he used. Soon after that, troubles came. Out of nowhere, they were attacked by 6-legged crocs. Although this shallow water was indeed the perfect breeding ground for crocodiles and had long been occupied, the float that originally controlled this area had just been recently wiped out. Beasts were territorial, and since the former owners were already gone, this free-for-all piece of territory had attracted several six-legged croc floats in the vicinity to come and fight one another for it. Just when their war for territory had extended all the way here did the Tai clan team land on shore.
What is that thing that dare to enter our territory? This territory belongs to us six-legged crocs. You want to take our territory? Die.
The territorial mindset of beasts did not allow for invaders, so a huge battle ensued. The Tai clan team was surrounded by 2,000 beast floats, and 300 beast floats. The team suffered the loss of 2 members and was forced to retreat. Fang Yuan's thorough cleaning techniques kept them from making much progress. With the help of goo bugs, they eventually found out Fang Yuan's direction when suddenly, a vividly colorful nightmare descended. From up high, the Xianxia divine rooster came down, staring right at its potential foods. The entire encounter was buried deep inside his head, bringing him nightmares that still woke him up at night. The divine rooster took the lives of 3 of his teammates, including their most proficient investigative goo master and a rank 3 defensive goo master. These losses were beyond imaginations. Now, the goo master in charge of investigation was just a temp, trying to fill in. Despite such great losses, Tao Tian did not think of giving up. As the Tai clan's 4th young master, grade A aptitude, he had grown up accustomed to people placing high hopes in him. He trained hard, following the iron will mantle of the Tai clansman. To come help Tai Xueling and his daughter was his first mission away from home. However, he only managed to save Tai Ruanan. The divine detective still ended up having to sacrifice himself. Between reality and his rosiest expectation was a huge gap, but if he could catch up with these demon bastards, inheritors of Blood Sea's legacy, and avenge Tai Xueling, now that would be a success. Such valor would become great assets in the future, earning him more support from other clans members when competing for clan's chieftain. Tao Tian was not at all worried about what the demon bastards could do, since their investigation had shown that Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing's only had limited power, only equivalent to the battle strength of one rank 3 goo master, must have been due to injuries.
Though I have lost many members, I am a rank 3 goo master myself, so is Dao Ku. With the help from the other rank 2s, we can certainly overpower those bastards. Once we have them in our hands, all the loss of men will become proof of my iron-strong resilience.
Tao Tian's eyes were beaming with determination. The makeshift investigation goo master reported.
Oh? Quick! Bring me there.
After long enough to sip a cup of tea, 2 holes were dug up. There were lots of grass skirt monkey bodies buried inside. Dao Ku said excitedly. Tao Tian exhaled, feeling relieved.
Finally, we're about to finish.
Clenching his fists tight, he tried to rein in his excitement by walking calmly. He looked at the sky to the west. The afternoon light shone upon his young face, igniting his eyes. All his patience and hard work were not in vain, they now would start to bear fruit.
The sun will set, but from the midst of that I see hope and future.
He sighed silently, but suddenly felt like taking a hike to celebrate this beautiful moment of realization. The few goo masters left around him were all watching with great admiration.
4th young master is indeed 4th young master. Along the way, we all had thought of giving up. Only 4th young master persevered through. His actions have now borne fruit.
In 4th young master, I can see the clan's hope, and what a bright future up ahead. I swear to follow 4th young master my whole life.
Seeing Tao Tian calmly walking up the slope, they could almost see the day he ascended to chieftain. But right at that moment, a huge explosion occurred. Chapter 215. Fang Yuan shed tears. Bai Mo Xing was already 68 years old. At this age, he should have retired already, but the Bai clan was in for a tough time these past few years. As one of the most important elders and uncle to the current chieftain, Bai Mo-shing, who had always strived to do his best his whole life, could not abandon the clan during this time of hardship. Carrying the fates of his family, he took the mission to go into the wilderness. Now out in the wild, he suddenly sensed the presence of two Gu masters. Were they of the demonic path? This mission was vital to the very existence of the Bai clan, so there was no room for mistake. Bai Mo-shing immediately led his team and approached the source of the presence he detected.
Just two teenagers?
He was shocked to see Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing. His eyes landed on Bai Ningbing first. Her face was cold as ice, with cold gleams beaming out of her piercing blue eyes. She was staring back at him without any fear, undoubtedly a rank 3.
So young and already a rank 3. What a genius!
Not only Bai Mo-shing, but the other 3 members of his team also thought the same thing. 4 pairs of eyes were focusing on her. Having been transformed into a girl, Bai Ningbing was absolutely gorgeous. Together with her cold presence, she looked like a snow fairy. Her ragged clothes could not conceal her pearl-bright brilliance, might even help to display her resilient personality. Next to her, Fang Yuan's presence was much dimmer. His looks were ordinary, and his rank was merely 1. Many members of the team just took a glance at him before switching their attention back to Bai Ningbing. Fang Yuan enjoyed this. The less attention drawn to him, the better. However, Bai Mo-shing was also different from the rest, giving Fang Yuan the once-over. Bai Ningbing was protecting Fang Yuan, and by the looks of it, she would not give up without a fight. And though Fang Yuan was hiding behind Bai Ningbing, his eyes were calm.
To be closely protected by such a young genius girl, this young man seems to be the leader of the two. Who is he?
Wisdom came with old age, so Bai Mo-shing was very good at discerning people. Originally, he thought they had run into a pair of demonic path Gu masters, but now he wondered. By the looks of it, Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing, from their righteous path Gu masters' clothes to their mannerism, appeared more like young masters who were down on luck.
If they are of the demonic path, just go ahead and kill them. But if they are young masters of another clan, then we have to watch out. If we cause the force behind these two to seek vengeance against the Bai clan, then I, Bai Mo-shing, will be the clan's biggest sinner. Luckily, our side is strong while theirs is weak, so the situation is still under control.
Bai Mo-shing was still thinking, when Fang Yuan suddenly took a step forward. Cupping his fists, he said,
I am Guyu Fang Zhang, young master of the Guyu clan on Qingmao Mountain. Greetings, elder.
Qingmao Mountain?
Guyu clan young master?
Everyone there was shocked, including Bai Ningbing, though she covered it up well by lowering her head. She knew Fang Yuan was up to his deceptions again. Now facing stronger enemies, they must rely on their wits. She understood the situation, having built up some rapport with him for days. Bai Ningbing took a small step back to his side, but kept her eyes focused on Bai Mo-shing, like a loyal bodyguard who was not afraid of death.
Boy, you are lying. Qingmao Mountain has long been destroyed. You think I don't know that?
With a cold expression, Bai Mo-shing shouted. Fang Yuan just smiled bitterly and dropped his arms.
It is exactly because Qingmao Mountain was destroyed that I ended up here. Could I be so bold to ask for your name, elder?
Bai Mo-shing was considering whether or not to tell Fang Yuan his name, when one of the young ones standing next to him burst.
Then listen closely. We are the elites of the Bai clan, and this is our number 1 elder, also my uncle, Master Bai Mo-shing.
Bai Mo-shing had to push back his urge to kick his nephew dead. Though the Bai clan's action this time was a bit conspicuous, their true intention was not known to anyone other than the higher-ups. The rest of his team did not have a clue. On the outside, they were only here to host a hunt as part of the young master's training. However, their true purpose was to search for the location of the primeval spring and start clearing the area.
There's no way they could have guessed it.
Still looking at Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing, Bai Moxing calmed down a bit.
As expected, it was the Bai clan.
Fang Yuan grinned inwardly, having guessed their identities the moment these 4 Gu masters showed up. The Bai clan's primeval spring was running out, so they needed to find a new one to move their village to. Relocating a clan was extremely important, involving a lot of work. Not to mention, it had to be carried out in secret. Otherwise, once their enemy caught wind of what was going on and sabotaged their plan, the entire Bai clan could be at risk of being wiped out. What Fang Yuan had not expected was that the Bai clan leader had planned that far up ahead, sending scouts out to search the area a whole decade earlier. Their future prosperity was certainly earned by more than just luck. The Bai clan's Gu masters showing up was a surprise to Fang Yuan, and undoubtedly would have a great impact on what he would do next. However, on the face, Fang Yuan cracked out a smile that was just right and cupped his fists.
So you guys are from the Bai clan, fellows of the righteous path. I am so glad to meet you all.
He then turned to Bai Ning Bing and said,
Ning Bing, stay down, we are safe. The Bai clan does not have demonic path Gu masters.
Hearing the gentle voice he just spoke to her with, Bai Ning Bing could feel goosebumps all over her body. Swallowing her contempt, she reined in her killing wills, and took another step back, while keeping completely silent. This got the 4 Gu masters on the Bai clan's team to sign in relief. After all, she was a rank 3.
So her name is Ning Bing.
Bai Moxing's nephew repeated the name in his mind, his eyes looking dazed. Bai Moxing squinted his eyes and asked,
It sounds like young Guyu has encountered demonic path Gu masters?
Yes, my heart still beats fast just thinking about it.
Fang Yuan patted his chest. There was fear radiating out from his eyes.
But luckily, the clan chief and the elders came in just in time to kill that rank 3 Gu master.
Clan chieftain and elders?
Bai Moxing's heart jumped.
Don't tell me your clan chieftain and elders are nearby?
Fang Yuan shook his head and sighed.
We got lost from the main team.
Hearing that got Bai Moxing to calm down a bit, but Fang Yuan's very next sentence got him alert again.
But I believe that before long, we will regroup again. Because our destination this time is Bai Gu Mountain.
Bai Moxing was nervous.
Bai Gu Mountain? Why are you all coming to Bai Gu Mountain?
I can't say.
Fang Yuan suddenly paused, then stopped talking. Bai Moxing snorted, but he could feel something bad going on. Mount Qingmao was just destroyed. What could the remainders of the Guyu clan do besides finding a new home?
Don't tell me they chose Bai Gu Mountain too? Damn it!
Within a blink of an eye, Bai Moxing could feel killing chi filling up his heart. If he was correct, then the Guyu clan's team was their Bai clan's enemy. However, as he was old and no longer impulsive, Bai Moxing contained himself. Old age favored stability, so he thought about the situation, realizing even if you were to kill these 2 immediately, nothing would have changed. The inhabitants of Mount Qingmao were already on their way, and it would only worsen the situation, creating a new enemy even before they had a chance to meet. These enemies, though unrooted, were strong. Didn't he hear what that Guyu clan's young master just said? The chieftain and other elders were among the main team. Even more troubling, these people were desperate and would not hesitate to fight with their lives. Another thing to consider, even if you were to attack them now, that girl called by Ning Bing was also a true rank 3, his side would suffer great losses trying to take her in. Lastly, an important decision such as this should not be his to decide on. The Bai clan's chieftain was not far away, why not ask her for instructions? Bai Moxing considered all sides before deciding to keep it cool with Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing. He smiled and said with enthusiasm,
What a coincidence, our Bai clan's team is just around the corner. We are hosting our annual hunting fest, so you can think of our Bai clan as half the landlord. You must come by and be our guest, so we can show you the landlord's hospitality.
Come, our Bai clan's grilled goat legs are the best.
Bai Moxing's nephew was also chiming in, but his eyes were fixated on Bai Ning Bing. Fang Yuan was touching his belly, his expression conflicted between hesitation mixed with a bit of yearning. Bai Moxing's eyes sparkled, laughing loudly.
Young one, stop hesitating. Any more and you are not giving me any face.
Only then did Fang Yuan bow.
Then I shall impose upon your clan.
Inside the spacious tent, a huge feast was going on. Fang Yuan and Bai Ning Bing, each with their own plates, were sitting next to each other. A few elders were sitting in front of them, leaving the top seat to the Bai clan's chieftain. The tent's ceiling was opened, allowing them to see the blue sky outside. There was a tall goat being grilled in the center, its wondrous aroma filled up the tent.
Come, fresh goat legs for the guests from afar. Have a taste,
said the Bai clan's chieftain with enthusiasm. A middle-aged woman, she then ordered the servants grilling the goat to cut up the first leg and offered it to Fang Yuan. They then cut off another leg and served it to Bai Ning Bing on a silver plate. The goat leg was still piping hot. Fang Yuan took a bite, the meat was cooked to tender.
Indeed a delicacy, no less tasty than grass-skirt monkey's brain.
Even Bai Ning Bing was full of praise.
You are our guest. Your happiness brings us joy as hosts. Ha ha ha.
Bai Moxing laughed. Fang Yuan was eating, when suddenly, tears were pouring from his eyes. Everyone was shocked. The Bai clan's chieftain asked.
Young Fangjing, why are you crying?
The food was truly amazing, but thinking of how Ning Bing and I spent our past few days, not knowing where the next meal was going to come from. I thought of our clansmen out there, cold and hungry. I couldn't help but feel a pain in my stomach. Bai clan's chieftain, please forgive my outburst.
Fang Yuan stood up and cupped his fist. The elders glanced at each other and sighed. The Bai clan chieftain asked.
About the Guyu clan's disaster, you have our deepest sympathies. Young one, can you tell me what in the world happened at Qingmao Mountain?